Okay, where do I start? Okay, so the title that you read is it's not clickbait. It's not clickbait at all. It's actually very true. This is my last video, and this is my last video for the year 2020, might I add on top of that. So this is definitely the last video, but it is the last video for this year. Come on, come on, come on, you guys. How many of you were actually worried, even for 1 second? Let me know in the comments if you were worried at all, or maybe you're not worried, maybe you don't care whatsoever. This is gonna get on my nerves. This thing's beeping like crazy. This is my Apple Watch, and I just posted something on Facebook and Instagram, and it's ding, 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 all kinds of stuff happens. So I just want to say I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I hope everybody's going to have a wonderful, happy, safe, and healthy New Year's. I just love to hear when you guys are doing well. I love all the stories that you guys are sharing with me. It's very important because it tells me that I'm doing the right thing, you know, and I'm going to continue. Excuse me. 1 second. So yeah, I thought I would get one more last video in, you know, for the year. And I do apologize for if I did make you feel at all nervous or scared. Not that you should be, but just in case you were, make sure, like I said, comment below. Make sure that you subscribe. This is so important, everybody. Make sure you pay attention to this. I need you to turn the bell on. You have to turn the little bell thing on. I figured something out. If you don't turn that bell on, you don't get notified when my videos are uploaded. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's very, very important to me for you to turn that bell on. So, all right, here we go. Last video. Come on, what is this? Come on. I don't know if that was a good or a bad idea. But before I start this painting, because the medium's actually drying, I do want to say one thing. Just because, you know, you may have problems right now going on in your life, I want you to remember something. This is really important, and I'm being very serious. Somebody has it so much worse than you, okay? You know, I was asking myself recently, because I almost felt like I was complaining to myself, because I have some things going on. That's why I'm wearing these sleeve things right here. And it was bothering me, and it was keeping me up. A lot of nights it's kept me up, and I eventually got to the point where I'm like, listen, who am I to complain? You know, I can walk around and I can breathe on my own. My wife is a nurse, okay? And some of the people that she takes care of, listen, they can't even walk on their own, and they can't breathe on their own. So I'm just trying to help you. If you're having a hard time with something right now, think of something like that. I mean, listen, somebody else has it much worse. So try to be grateful for the things that you do have, okay? I'm just trying to throw something out there that'll help you. Not to mention this right here. Painting is the most powerful thing that I've ever came across in my life, and I will do this until the day I die. And if I happen to die unexpectedly, like soon, I want you all to know that I was living my best life, which was never expected. Just never expected. Okay, here we go. Over to the canvas now. I have a black canvas. I painted it with black gesso. All right, I'll let you have a look at that real quick, and I'll tell you a little bit about the colors, because I put colors on the actual canvas, okay? Put a few colors down. Now what I did, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right here we have a little bit of Alizarin crimson, and then I have some Prussian blue with a touch of black in it. I just smeared it around just a little tiny bit, all right? Just so we can come back and start putting white on it. I'm gonna make a basic landscape here for you guys, because that's all I do is landscapes. I mean, come on. If you're here, you know what I'm doing, pretty much. You know sort of what I'm doing. I'm going to use this dirty brush right here. And no, I'm not. I'm not going to use this dirty brush. I'm going to grab me just a 2-inch brush here. And I'm going to pick me up a little bit of just straight up white paint, which is right here. Ooh, that's a pretty shot right there. Here's my palette. We have titanium white, Prussian blue, ivory black, burnt umber, sap green, cad yellow, yellow ochre, and alizarin crimson. My favorite colors in the entire world, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, shot looks good. Let's just get a little bit of white on here, okay? This is an easy painting. Come on, you can do this for sure. And I mean that. I don't just say that, because anybody can do this. You have to believe. You have to believe that you can do it. If you don't believe it, it's not happening. Trust me. All right, here we go. Little bit of white. I'm gonna start off, yeah. I'm gonna start right, oh, that is pretty. You see that? How's that looking in the other camera? Hello. You see where the blue and the crimson meets? Just a tiny bit of white. I'm just gonna no sound effects today, dude. No sound effects. I hope the audio is working. Hope the audio works. Look at this. How pretty is that? Pretty. And I barely have done anything yet. I'm gonna go down a little bit further. And I started here because the blue will eat the crimson up. So I started in the crimson first, okay? So I'm gonna start there and I'm gonna just kind of work my way up here. Just get some color down. Getting a little bit more white. I'm not gonna switch over to the palette shots unless I'm actually doing something where you need to see it. You know what I'm saying? Start in the corner here. Need a little bit more white to lighten that up in here. If you guys hear a vibrating noise, my phone, I just posted a few things. I said this earlier, and it just goes nuts. And I appreciate that. I'm glad that people engage and interact with what I'm doing. It means a lot to me. It really does. All right, a little bit more white. I should probably wipe off the brush here eventually. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do, hold on. Let me set the old palette down here real quick. Get yourself a roll of paper towels. They work wonders, and I never clean brushes in the process of paintings, okay? All right, let me smooth some of this out real quick. We're gonna pop some clouds up in here as well today. All right, now this canvas is a little bit more like wiggly. Is that what you call it? Wiggly? Just loose? Okay. It's a little bit more loose, but that's because I made this actual canvas. I didn't make the canvas, but I took canvas and made it onto the wood. So I made it, right? All right, more white. Just getting some more white. I want it to be a little bright here. Oh, that's pretty. This is pretty, actually. Did I even tell you what I did when I started? I painted it with black gesso, and then yes, I took a little crimson and I just paint little small amounts of crimson and squirted. I didn't squirt anything. I smeared it around and then I put some blue on. I started with the crimson and then I went to the blue. And I put a little bit down below because we're probably gonna have some water in here, okay? All right. Now let's see here. I don't want a straight line, so I want to, you know what, while I'm at it, let me just actually grab some crimson. I'm just getting a little bit of alizarin crimson. I'll pick the palette up here in just a minute. I want to put a little bit up there. All right, so here you go. Have a look. I just went doot, 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 doot. I like this angle. Do you like this angle? I gotta say, I was depressed recently. I was doing a live stream and I had asked you guys if you liked these videos here, the ones that are edited where I'm dancing around with the music and stuff in the beginning. Do I do that? I don't know. Sometimes, or do you like the live streams? And you guys all like the live streams, and I do too. I like them as well, but I have a passion about making these videos right here. Okay, so I hope you guys still enjoy these. I can tell you something else that's going to really help me if you just stop for 1 second. I'm actually going to wait until you do it, and then I'll start painting again. I need you to press the like button. So go down, I think it's like, is it here? Yeah, it's like right here. Just give that a little for me real quick. Did you do it? Okay. I feel good today. I feel good every day, guys. I feel good every day. I spend my life doing this. I don't make any money doing this, by the way. If I do, it's very little bit. I do this because I'm passionate about doing this, because I want you to live a better life, okay? That's what I want. And that's why I'm doing this, for nothing. I just tapped my 2-inch into some white paint here real quick. I should just get the palette. What am I doing? I'm just gonna try to hold the palette if I can. And I want to get a little bit more brightness happening right here, because we are gonna put a mountain in here. I want to do this real quick, just a little bright something happening here. All right. Something like that. All right. Looks about right. But now I got to go into some blue. Okay. See, this is where you can make your adjustments right here. Get a little bit more blue onto the brush. And I want this to show up a little bit better. Now I put blue down in the beginning, but I'm adjusting it. And so can you. Okay. Get some blue there. Go right back over here. Hello, there we are. Get some crimson. And I want it to be nice and vibrant. See that? Beautiful. Beautiful. And just kind of blend it right up in like this. Let's see how that looks real quick. Okay, I can live with that so far. All right, let me set this down real quick, and then, you know what? I'm not even gonna blend this, okay? Because I'm gonna move right along, because this is an easy painting. I just gotta move my paper towels out of the way. Anyways, that's why I don't hold the palette sometimes, because I take the paper towels and I need to wipe my brush on the paper towels, and that ends up, you know, using my other hand, so I gotta set the palette down. All right? Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just make a few clouds because I want to show you how easy it is. I got a number 3 fan brush right here. You know, compliments of Bob Ross. All right, number 3. We can put a touch of crimson if you want. You don't have to. I'm just doing it. Okay, see? Just a little bit. That's a good shot. I'm stealing Bob's words. All right, here we go. A couple clouds. So I look here and I see like I got some pink there, and that's going to be like the baseline for one of my clouds. So I think maybe this cloud just kind of goes like this. Watch this. It goes right behind where this mountain's going to go. See that? And then maybe it even goes like this. I don't know. Get some more paint. See? Hello. I'm just popping on some stuff. All right. All right, I'm going to grab me another, I need a 2-inch brush somewhere here. Looks like we got one handy. And I'm going to start to blend this real quick. Super easy. Just don't blend the top. Just blend the bottom. And we can come back and we can add more white if we need to. All right, just give it a quick blend. All right. All right, now, I look at that and I'm like, okay, I want that to be brighter. So, let me wipe my this thing off here, the fan brush. Okay, little pro tip. If you are holding a roll of paper towels in your hand, or a wad of paper towels in your hand, whatever you do, don't get in the habit of, like I do, and I actually wipe my face with it from time to time, because paint is not the best thing to ingest, although gambling paint is pretty tasty. Just do not ever eat paint. I should put something across the screen right now. More white paint. Did you see that? More white. And I'm going to pick out a few areas here. And see, I'm popping the highlight, the super, super bright white color on the top. See that? See? Get some more paint. I just keep going down for some more paint. No need to switch camera angles. Just doing one of these numbers. And then you could just kind of, more white paint, and just kind of swirl this around wherever you want. You know, and make your cloud. Make it look like a little layer if you want, I don't know. Just grabbing a little bit more white here. And I think I'm going to bring this cloud, it's going to kind of maybe drift off of this canvas. See? I want it to run all the way across, see? Something like this. Maybe some of them drop down. There's going to be a mountain here. I keep saying that. Pretty sure you heard me. All right, let me set that down. Grab this 2-inch. Beat the hell out of it, or beat the devil out of it. Thanks, Bob. Oh my goodness. I love Bob. I love Steve, too. I love the whole family. Good people. Very good people. All right, I'm blending out the bottom here. All right. I don't want to go too crazy, you know, on this. I just want you to see the point, the idea. All right, you see? Voila. All right, setting the palette down for a second. Phone is actively vibrating. That means people are engaging and understanding the message, which is so important to me. Because as much as I joke around, I want to make sure that you know I am 100,000% sincere about the things that I say and the things that I post. But I try to have a sense of humor at the same time. I'm sure you can appreciate. All right, let's give these things a beautiful little lift. Lift them, and this does something. It just makes everything all right. You know what I mean? Just makes it all right. All right, see, wiping it. And then I'm gonna just rock it back and forth carefully. All right, you see that thing right there? No big deal. Watch this. Just softly, I'm just putting it right back into the sky. Maybe it's a little, now it's a little wispy, you know, cloud in the background or something, okay? See? Now I'm going overboard. I better stop at some point. Let me lift them straight up. All right, there we go. All right. All right, it's looking pretty good. Set the paper towels down. Put the 2-inch brush back on my handy little magnet right there. And all right, let's drop in a little mountain. So I'm going to pick the palette up with the knife. Get some color. Now, because there is black on the canvas, well, on the bottom half, we're still going to have to get some color for a mountain. So, with that said, here we are. Here we go. All right, got my handy dandy knife. Get some, looks good. Get some blue, black, brown, maybe a little more brown, blue, black, brown, and hello crimson. So blue, black, brown, and crimson, okay? And it just, I don't know, always seems to be a good mountain color, good base color. It's a good mountain mixture. So I'm gonna mix this up. And it turns like almost like a greenish blue grade something. It's a very pleasant color. Get a little bit more blue and black in there. All right, so just mix it up. Mix it up. You can take a little white if you'd like and put it in there, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, nice color. Don't put too much white because you're gonna turn your whole pile. And you gotta put more other color back in it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that's a thing that I say that to Macy when we're like out exploring or getting pictures or whatever. I always say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he always says, thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Macy's doing good. He says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. And we'll see you soon. We have some stuff coming up that we're going to be doing. All right, so now is when you really just got to decide, where is this mountain going to go? And I think I wanted to just kind of peek over these clouds towards the left side. I'm not against having it in the middle, but I want it on the left side, I think. So I'm going to go like this. Come down. Now, I don't want to destroy, you know, too much of my cloud that I made here, because I like my clouds. They're my buddies, you know. So just go like this. Now I'm taking some of the paint. I'm just setting it back down on the palette so it's not a big, you know, muddy mess, and then I'll get my little roll here going, okay? Come down here, make a few little bumps. Now this mountain is super easy. I'm talking too much today. Am I talking too much? Yeah, okay, I'm talking too much. This is a super easy mountain, okay? Anybody can do this. I'm going to put a little bump here because I think it looks appropriate. All right, I'm going to come back and scrape some of this stuff off here. See that? Putting it on the palette, just like I just did a minute ago. Just getting that excess paint off, okay? And it kind of goes over that way. Okay. I just set the knife down real quick. Now I'm gonna get a 1-inch brush, and it's okay if it's a little dirty because I wiped it off. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull this mountain out. So it's super easy. Just grab it, pull it, grab it, pull it. See that? Pull it. All right. Now, if you're using a 1-inch brush while you're doing this, I personally would recommend wiping it off, you know, after a couple of pulls, okay? You don't have to, but it helps. Just helps keep the muddiness away. All right. Now I'm just kind of, you know, thinking about shape and all that stuff as I'm going here. You know what I mean? All right. And what I like about these black canvases is you can really see the, different brush strokes look like shadows and different things. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Bob says it all the time. And I know I don't normally reference Bob too much just to prevent the haters from saying that I'm a wannabe, but, I say it all the time. I love that guy. He saved my life. And one of the biggest things, it would be like a dream or a wish. I just wish I could thank him. I've been able to do that to Steve. I really wish I could thank him. So I'm just doing what I think he would really appreciate, All right, here we go. Nice and easy. I'm wiping the knife off, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and grab that 2-inch brush real quick. See this right here? And I'm going to swat the bottom real quickly. All right, just to soften it up. Back up there. Let's grab the palette. Here we go. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. Sort of. Put it right there looks good. Now I'm going to take some, yeah, you see it, some white. Nice, beautiful white paint. Get a little hunk of chunk on there. Light's coming from who knows where. It's coming from this way right now. So I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to drop some light on here because I like light. I love it. It's such a good thing. Okay. Now, a little bit more. Super easy mountain here. All right. Pop some in down here. I'm just kind of touching and pulling. Just, real easy stuff. See? Touch, pull, touch, pull. Not doing anything fancy, just picking up a small amount of paint right here. And let's do this. Maybe there's a little one back here too. I don't know. See that? Who knows? But he's there. Okay. Now, how's that looking? How's that looking? Is that looking good? All right. Now we have our white, our pile that we put right here. Let's reach up here and get some blue. See how this looks. Nice little shadow color, Just like this. All right, so blue and white. It makes a good shadow color. All right, here we go. We got some shadows happening. I'll just start over here, and I'm just gonna see that? Just a couple there. I'm just getting a little bit more. When I go down here, I'm just getting more color on my knife, more of that blue and white. And then I'm gonna come right up here, and I'm gonna just do the same thing. Look, see, a little peak there. See, a little peak back there, see that? You can almost, instead of sliding your knife, you can almost just kind of touch on, the proper angles, or you can do it the other way, it doesn't matter. You can come in there like this and, see, pull some shadow down here like that. I would recommend to leave just a little bit of dark, also. Let some of that dark show. So it looks like different elements of the mountain. It looks, like deeper shadows. Okay. Something like this. See? Very, very easy. This is a very, very easy mountain right here to do. And I promise you can do this. Very easy. All right, I'm going to wipe this knife off here real quickly, and then we're going to let's grab a 2-inch brush. Okay. I'm going to use this one that I use to blend the clouds because this generally works. Now I'm going to come in here real quick, and I'm just going to kind of I'm going to tap a little bit and just kind of like diffuse it, make it look nice and soft. See? Tap, tap, tap. All right, just tapping away, see? Little taps back here, maybe. All right, nothing too crazy. Now I'm going to wipe my brush off, and I am going to lift it because this also does something that just looks really cool. Just kind of helps it. All right. Now, one thing, I'm just going to take my knife. I'm not going to hold the palette up. Take your knife, and I'm going to get some white, just some straight white paint on here, and I just want to distinctly make a nice little piece of snow running right down there like that. Watch this. See? You know, break up this straight line here maybe, see? Ooh, that's beautiful. That's a lot of texture right there. See? Just using plain white. You could add little highlights. Just, you could do all kinds of different things. This is the time where you want to adjust your mountain. All right, put some here. I'm going to come right like this. Watch this. Just break that line up, see? All right. Angles, you know, all kinds of stuff. Okay, wipe that off. Back to the 2-inch here. All right, just diffuse this a little bit. Just a little bit. Now let me show you one more thing, one more trick with the mountain. It's not a trick, it's just something that I do. The original base color, I'm getting a little bit on the knife. I know, I'll hold the palette in a minute. A little bit, watch this. I want to take some of this color. See that? Oh, make sure the blue shows through. Because this will kind of, to me, this indicates that, you know, the mountain's closer. Use the small edge of the knife, and I just want to, you know, get up here and just drop some of this dark color right here. See that? Maybe some here too, I don't know. I personally like to do this. Now everybody's different. You don't have to do this. I just like to. All right. In my opinion, that shows a little bit of depth. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Where did my brush go? Okay, 2-inch brush, real quickly. Let's just wipe this off. Now we're going to do our last sweep here with the mountain, just to kind of smooth things out, and then we'll move right along. It's a very easy painting. I highly recommend that you try this. Now I'm going to take some of this here, and I'm going to pull it. See? Pulling a little bit of that color down. It just makes it smooth. See? All right, just a very nice, smooth operator. That's a song, by the way. That's a song. All right. Okay, let's grab, I have this fan brush here. I better start holding the palette. Why am I even having the second angle here? All right, I'm going to take my fan brush. You see this here? A little bit of this little blue, white, whatever's on here. And I'm thinking about creating like a cloud under the mountain. So watch this. I'm going to come right in here and go up and down and up and down. See that? Circles, up, down, up, down. All right. Let's set that guy down and go back to our 2-inch brush. This may not make sense. This may not make sense right now, but you'll see in a minute what it's here for. And I'm going to blend it like a cloud as well, using the top corner of the 2-inch brush. See? Top corner. See that? All right, let's, we can even lift it if you'd like. Lift it. Hold on, let me try to do this, hold the paper towels and the palette and wipe the brush. Problem solved, everybody. Problem solved. All right, let me just give this a little bit more of a blend here. All right, see that? Lift, lift, back and forth. All right, now I know this is just mist, right? This is just mist, it's nothing else. But you could add a little highlight to it. Let's get a little bit of white here. All right, watch this, because the light's coming this way, so maybe even mist will have a few little highlights in it, you know what I mean? I don't know. Don't know. I don't know that we care. Thanks, Bob, for that. Another wonderful saying. Hey, listen, if you guys aren't painting, I really don't know what you're waiting for, honestly. It saved my life. And I'd love to help save yours. All right. All right, here we go. That looks pretty good. Let me step back and take a look. Oh yeah, I like, oh my goodness, oh yeah, cut that part out probably. I sound like Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna grab this 1-inch brush right here. This is the one that had the blue on it. It's just a dirty brush. Now I've wiped it off. I'm gonna go right over here to the base color that we used for the mountain. All right, and I'm gonna get a little bit of that, and I'm gonna lighten it up a lot. See this here? I'm gonna tap into there. Tap, tap, tap. It's a very light gray color. And what I wanna do is, I wanna create, I'm actually gonna make it dark, a little bit darker. See? A little bit darker. I wanna create, you know, something going on here, like a layer of something. And now that mist that I put in the background, you know, it's able to show now, you see? I'm just putting it, I don't even know what this is. It's something though. It is something for sure. See this? It can go right off the canvas or whatever. All right, let's set the 1-inch down. Let's grab the 2-inch. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of smash the bottom of this here and see how this looks. Boy, this canvas is really loose. I'm just smashing it. I'm not hitting the tops, just the bottom. See that? Let me set the palette down. All right, I'm gonna just lift this carefully, a little bit, see? And I'm gonna take the bottom and go like this. And I'm gonna put another layer now. I'm gonna put another layer. So let me step back and take a look. Not too bad, not too bad. So now we're gonna darken that color up and we're gonna put a little bit of green in it. So let's grab that 1-inch brush, and here we have our base color right there. You see that, you see it. And let's go over here. Let's put some green in there, why not? That was a lot of green actually. Okay, that's super dark. That's like, it's like 10 shades darker. That's all right. I'm trying to get a point across, you know what I mean? All right, let me step back and have a look here. Fair enough, okay. I'm gonna go like this. I'm just tapping in some stuff, see? Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna come in down here. All right, back to the palette, get some stuff, and I wanna try to plan this out appropriately so I know where I'm going here. I'm just tapping and kind of doing like, you see what I'm doing? Around the clock movements. See that? That's all I'm doing. Off to the side is fine. You know, something like that. All right, so that's a closer layer right there is what that is. All right, a little bit more color. Bring this down just a hair further. So when we highlight it, we're good to go. All right. All right, I think that's good. Super easy painting. I hope you guys try this painting. That's for sure. All right. Now I'm gonna grab this fan brush right here. Pick the palette up after I just set it down. Get a little bit of white on here. See that? A little bit of white. Now I put a little bit of the color down here when we first started, before we started. All right, little crimson, little blue. Thinking about a little bit of water here. So let's do this. Let's start here. I'm just gonna get some of this white color down. All right, like this. It's gonna run down. I know we got some here probably. Just putting in some, leaving some black in as well. I'm actually going to go right over here and get some of this alizarin crimson on here because there's not too much that's showing through, as you can see, but I do want a little taste of it in here, you know, just a little taste. All right, little taste, and let's go over here and let's get a little blue, a little bit of blue. And then we'll go right here, just so we have some color. Color's a good thing. All right. All right. All right, let me set that down. Let's take this brush here. Actually, you know what? I see something. Hold on. I need a little bit more blue on here, maybe a touch of black because we used it in the sky. I just want to change the dimension of this here. I want this water to come up like this. Something like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take the 2-inch brush. I'm right about here. And I'm just going to I'm softening this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to touch, pull down, see? Touching and pulling. Touch, pull. That's all I'm doing, touching and pulling. See? All right, and then I can just go like this. All right, that's going to give us our, you know, our base to what we need to do here. And you can always take the fan brush, give it a quick wipe off, go into some white paint. Maybe if you want a little bit more white to show through, you know, a little bit more reflective looking, you can add that, is what I'm saying. A little bit more white. See? Just, you know, just to be colorful, you know, that's my whole purpose. Just, you know, be colorful. You know, color is just such a great thing. See, pulling back down. Just like this. All right, and then just kind of give it a swat back and forth. And don't worry about getting this perfect, because when you put a water line in it, it's just going to eliminate any imperfections that you see right now. All right, back to the 1 inch. Let's do this. Let's put in, even though there's dark color, I'm going to put in, let's take some blue, some black, and some green. See that? Blue, black, and green. I'm going to put in a little bit of land. All right, more green. Even though there's dark color, I still want to put that land, I want to put it in there. So let's do this. So I'm just going to tap some of this color down. All right, and I'm going to think about the angles. You know, where is this thing going? You know, you don't have to cover the whole canvas with dark, but you know, the black underneath really does, it helps out a lot. Let me move over to here, over here. See, I'm just kind of outlining the areas that I want here. I love hills. I love these hills. These are great. All right. You can't see any of this yet because I'm just putting some color in, dark color. All right, but I promise you, you're going to see it here in a few minutes. Now I want this to kind of go like this. Dark color there. When I'm tapping like this, I'm just getting more of that color. All right, just so you know. Just getting the layout here of what I'm doing. Some more green, black, blue. And then I can start to shape this thing out a little bit. You know? Shape your life out. See that? Put a little bush here. I love these things. I love them. Love these things. All right, now, same color. Save us a little step here. Watch this. I'm just going to put a little bit of this green. See this here? Watch this. Clean 2 inch. I'm just going to pull some of this down just so you get the illusion of it. Just the illusion. That's all I'm looking for. I want you to see the illusion. Pull a little bit of this down back here for the illusion. A little bit of this here for the illusion. You see? You see what I'm saying? Something like that. And you can fix things. I can go back and I can reshape the land. Now, if I wanted it to come out a little further, I can fix that now. You know, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let me set the 1 inch brush down. Let's go and find us a fan brush. Number 3. Number 3 fan brush is the only one that I use, in case you were wondering. All right, so let's get some green, black, and blue, and a little crimson. All right, green, black, blue, and some crimson. All right, nice little color. Got to have a few trees, you know. Got to have a few trees in our life here. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to pop one in right here. Watch this. Because the paintings that I do, I like them to be basic and easy. I want that result. I want that happiness. All right. So see, I started to put some pine trees in like that. Now, if you're worried about this, the highlighting area, let's do this. I'm going to take this dirty, let me see if this will work. Yeah, I'm going to take this dirty brush and let me try to get some yellow paint here. I'm going to go like this. See this? I'm dipping right into the yellow. Got a bunch of it here. See that? Dipping. Now I want to come up here and I want to highlight a few of these. Let me get a little yellow ochre in there. just to make some variation. I do want to put some highlights on these, so maybe you should do that before you put the trees in the, in here. So look, I'm going to do this. Just a few little highlights, see? Something like this, and then just tapping into some more color. I'm just kind of doing my thing. See that? Just tapping. Leaving a lot of the dark in there because it definitely helps when you leave the dark. All right. Definitely helps. And I'm just kind of, see, I'm just doing my thing. I'm just flying right through here. All right. Putting a few little highlights in there. Mix it up. You can get some yellow ochre if you want. Mix that in real good, and you can have some stuff back here in the background. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. All right, so that's just a simple background color, Take the knife if you would like to, definitely pop in a few little scratches, if you want. It's kind of hard to do on a black canvas, actually, the more I think about it. So you would have to actually, tap into some white paint and just, okay, you know what, don't do that. Don't do that, sorry about that. Alrighty then, let's see here. All right, so now I can start popping in some trees if I want, you see? Let me set the palette down real quick because I got to do something real quickly. All right, so you see what I just did right here. You see that? I don't like that, so watch this. Give it a quick wipe off. I could take my knife if I want to. Watch this. I could just put some black paint right there. You see that? And then go back to this brush right here, the one we just used for the highlights. I'm just going to kind of see if this works. I wiped it off and I'm just going to soften this dark color. I want that darker value back in there. I don't want highlights, in this bottom corner here. See? You can do all kinds of stuff. It's so cool. Just adding a few little details real quick, see? Everything's not going to be a highlight. You've got some darker colors as well. Soften it just a hair, see? I'm just tapping. Dry brush at this point is what we're dealing with. All right, before we move on to the trees, let's do this. I'm actually going to take that same color, put a little more green in it. Green and yellow. You see that? Green, yellow. There is some yellow ochre in there. Tapping the brush real good. Tap it. I just want to put some land in. Now watch this. I want to show you how easy this is. So I'm just tapping in some color here. Go back to the brush. Maybe get a little more yellow if you want, for a little brighter color. And then we can really come in here and just start to determine, where our land is. I have some hills here, see? I love these hills. I could make these hills every day. Watch this. See that? I'm just giving you the illusion by using angles. You're getting that illusion. You know what I'm saying? See? All right. Same color, same color. And let's go to the other side now and do this. Tap in some nice land here as well, see? This is very rewarding and very, 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 very satisfying. Yellow ochre, green, and yellow. All right. Now I'm going to come right in here. Watch this. Just think about, the shapes and the angles and stuff. See? Angles are very, very, very important, and they really are, and they just mean a lot. All right. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of yellow. I didn't even clean my brush. See, a little bit of yellow, nice, strong, vibrant yellow. Just thinking about some light in here. See this? All right, tap back into there. All right, come back up here. Think about just, maybe where some extra light will hit. Now the highest highlights, the brightest highlights should appear on the highest parts of the ground, where the sun would maybe pick up. All right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little bit more. Maybe some here. All right, and then maybe, just maybe, some of that sunlight would pick up over here. Maybe it would. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe we don't care. All right. All right, let's make the back stand out. Get a little bit of a brighter color, a little more ochre in this one. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this right across the back. See that? So now you can tell that something's happening back there. See? But the key is I left the dark in there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Tap into some of this color. Same color, yellow, ochre, whatever. Now I'm going to do this. Watch this. I'm just going to reverse this real quick. All right. You see that? You see that, right? Maybe just a touch here. I don't know. You see the effort that went into that? Zero effort. All right. I could make that a nightmare if I would have really sat there and tried. Now I'm going to wipe this 2-inch. Here we go. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to pull down a little bit back here, not too much. And then I'm going to hold the brush like this. I'm actually going to let it drag. See this? Let it drag across. All right, now give it another quick wipe and then sweep it. Sweep it. Oop, forgot this guy here. Pull him down, give him a little sweep motion. See? Sweep, sweep. All right. Let me step back, have a look. Maybe I'll distort it just a little bit more. Yeah, that's the ticket. A little bit more distortion. Perfect. All right. The more it's distorted, the more it makes you think. All right, here we go. Let me set that there. Let me set the brush up here. Let's grab the knife and let's bring this together here. All right. So now I'm just going to use. This is one of my favorite colors. It's like a blue. It's like a shadow color. A little black in there, whatever. A little mountain color. Don't matter. See this? Now get some on the knife. Now watch this. Here we go. Waterline. Look at this. Oh, yeah. It's like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you ask for a waterline? You ask and you shall receive. Here we go. It's super easy, guys. I'm just kind of rubbing softly, see? Just kind of. And the waterline gets bigger as it gets closer to me. Here we go. More paint. Don't want to leave the other side out. See? And he just wraps right, around like this. And then we can come in here and kind of fix him up a little bit if you want. All right. I mean, there's so many, ways to do this. Let's see here. And then look, watch this. Just like when you're making an ocean, watch this. I'm going to make a secondary water line. See that? Like the water's moving. See? That water's like flowing through there. What do you think? All right, I'm going to wipe the knife off. And I'm going to go back to the fan brush. All right, and I just got that green, black, and blue on there, just so you guys know, because I'm not picking the palette up yet. And I want to put a few trees in here. So I want to put one right here. Like that, little starter line, and just kind of pop them in. See? Leaving some of that background show through because I just think it's nice to show through. And look, I'm just literally smashing at this point, see? It's like, no, not too many details. All right, I'm going to get some more of that color. More of that color, and here we go, another one here. Little starter line, blue, black, and green. See? And I'm not thinning anything down, guys. I'm thinning nothing. All right. Darken this up a little bit for purposes of a shadow, maybe. All right. I'm going to wipe that real quick, have a look. And I'm going to switch over to the other side here. Get some blue and green and black again. All right. Nice, beautiful colors. All right, and I'm going to do this. Watch this. Pop one right here. See that? All right, there's a little one right there. All right, let's put one right here, like this. See? Super easy. Just get it in there. Don't really think about it, you know, just pop them in. Get them in there. Get them in there and they'll fit in there perfectly. If you take your time and do it, it may be harder, to be honest with you. Let's put one here. All right, here's a cool one. See that? All right, and I'm gonna get, I think I'm gonna do one more right here. See, just pushing, push, push, push. You know, skip a spot, make sure the little branches look, you know, okay, like they're there. A little shadow, all right, because there's going to be a shadow. But I'm just like rocking it in there. You see what I mean? Just rocking it in there, having a great time, having a great time. One thing I noticed here, it looks like I had a little bush material going here. So I'm going to get some white, some crimson, some green, some yellows, all the cool colors. All right, here, and I just want to do one thing real quick. You know, I just want to pop in a little, so I don't know what this is even, so don't ask. It could be a little bush of some sort, I don't know. Little bush. Something. And then maybe, you know, some grass here or something, I don't know. Something like this. You know, there's so many different things that you guys can actually do. And, you know, if you're not happy with that, you know, you can get some dark color and you come right back in here and do this. See? Cover it right up. It's never a big deal. It's never, ever, never a big deal at all. All right, well, listen, I think that's a wrap. The idea was just to show you how to do something like the basic way, you know, something easy, something fun, and most importantly, something that gives me that result, that good, that happy feeling, a sense of worth, you know, if you think about it that way, because it's very true. I'm super grateful for you guys. I don't know how else I can express it. I hope you can see the sincerity in my eyes in every video that I do, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here doing this, but I'm doing this because I care about you guys. I'm a firm believer that I can introduce these ways of doing these things that will ultimately change your life. But just remember that you have to believe first. If you don't believe that you can change your life, it's never going to happen. So always believe if you want to do something. Make sure that you believe upstairs first. That's the very first step, and the rest will just kind of come, you know, as it needs to. And I promise you that. I had a very, very bad life. And when I think about it, it's almost like sometimes I have to ask myself, am I really here? That's how good this was to me. And that's what this has done to me. Sometimes question reality. So please take my advice. I just want to thank you guys for spending this year with me. I truly and sincerely love each and every one of you. I hope you have a safe and happy new year. God bless you guys, and I will see you next year.